This is Jackie, and I am a financial coach. Um, the motto is connecting you to your financial victory. What I do is I help individuals build and buy their dream home, dream car, and create their dream business. My website is www.jackiemckeever.com. So I want to welcome you all. This is No Baloney Calls, please. 5 business startup myths. Before I get into it, I want to tell you a little bit about me. I'm a founder and director of Route to Victory, an author. I have an MBA and a minor in accounting. One of the things that I am proud of is I freed myself of $204,000 of debt, and I call it a 204K debt breakup. I refer to myself as an lifestyle and financial coach because what I do is I coach and provide coaching and consultations for things that affect your lifestyle and your finances. So, a little bit more about me. I grew up in poverty. I was raised by my great grandparents. I was raised in public housing. I've been divorced, a single mom of 3, and children that are now adults. And I've been on government assistance, and it's important that I share this with you is because I've been on many in many areas of the stream and receive education, it allows me to be more effective for my clients, for the people who I just assist by referring them to somebody or whatever it is, or just education particular. Okay, a little bit more about Route to Victory. Route to Victory is a 501c3 charitable organization. Mission is to empower people's life through financial health and wellness. The objective is help you manage your money, reach your financial goal, and create an amazing life. We do this by providing workshops, training sessions, financial coaching, career coaching that help prepare you for greater success in your personal finances and strengthens your relationship with money and help you live the life you deserve. So real quick, I have some programs that you will see when you go to www.jackiemckeever.com. Some of the programs or some of the offers that I have are not available on the call because I did not, excuse me, not on the call, but on the website because I did not want to overwhelm you with, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Because, there's some issues that you obviously need addressed. And sometimes too much information can really prolong your issue. Anyway, but on the site, you'll see like 3 programs: Budgeting Unlocked, Fix My Credit, and Gold Rush. And I have like 2 different types of programs. One is for the entrepreneur and one is for personal. And just to answer your question, can they be put together? Of course. But just note that I help 2 types of customers. Some customers just come to me just for their personal finance needs. And the program is designed just for their personal finances. And then others come because they're creating a business or they have a business and they have a issue. Anyway, so you ready to start this course? Let's proceed to the next slide. Okay, so what you'll learn from this is you'll learn, of course, the 5 startup myths. You'll know what some 5 of them are. Why this information is out there, why it's a myth, how this information, me giving you this information, will save you time and money, and what you can do next. Okay, so here are 5 uh, new business startup myths that are out there. Like, the first one is keep your product and service a secret until it's ready. The second one is you need to spend thousands of dollars to make thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. The third is don't use free email address. Don't use a free email address. The fourth is don't use free software. The fifth is stick with the way you're doing business and people will eventually find you. Okay, so the first one we're going to address is keep your product a secret until you are ready. So, what is it that they actually say? They tell you, okay, before you even present the package, you really need to put packages together. You need to put package together because when you go out there, you may encounter people who say, yeah, I want this package. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. And if you don't have the product or the service available, then you're wasting your time because you're not ready. You need to operate like you already have the customer. Because what they really mean is, how are you going to make an offer and you're not ready to receive it? And we're going to address why that is a myth, more information in a later slide, but I just want you to understand what the myth is. Okay, the next myth. You need to spend thousands of dollars. You need to spend thousands of dollars to make thousands of dollars. What they're saying is, if you want to be rich, this is what they say. If you want to be rich, if you want to make $3,000 in your business every month, or if you want to make $10,000 in your business every month, you have to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And we can help you find clarity to do that. What they really mean is, if you want our services, you are going to spend thousands of dollars on it. And if you really want clarity, then this is what you need to do. Don't use free email addresses. What they do is they say, when you start, then you should get a G Suite or some other type of email so that your email address can connect to your website or your website. What they mean is, if you use a free email address, it makes you look like you are a new business. Don't use free software. What they say is, you should buy lead pages, you should buy this software, you should buy clicks on clicks, or there's many softwares out there. What they mean is, if you want this, then you should buy this free software, especially if we get commission from you buying the software through us. Stick with the way you're doing business. Eventually people will find you. What they say is, it's not the way you're doing business. I I think it may be your presentation of the way you're doing business. Or they may say, what you need is clarity. The reason why you're having issues doing your business is you have not found clarity, and you should use us. Okay, so why this information is out there, these 5 things, you got to understand who's giving it. If that person has your best interest in heart or in mind, because there are a lot of people who you go to and they do not give you any valuable information. In fact, they're trying to bump your head. And where I get that from, it's an old saying. It's like, if you see a fool, you bump their head. In other words, they're trying to get over on you. So what do they have to gain? This is one of the things that you have to ask them. What that person have to gain, and what do I have to gain? Am I willing to lose this for that? Is what they telling me worth the information, or worth doing whatever? And you have to, you have to really listen to the person and listen to see if they're really giving you a valuable information, or if it's just fluff, because there are a lot of people out there and they're just giving you fluff. So you have to ask them, ask questions, see what they really know and what they don't know, and make sure you listen to what they're saying. Okay, so why are some of these things are myth? Okay, the reason why some of these are a myth, let's start with the first one. Keep your product a secret until it's ready. Now, one of the things, yes, is it good to have like an outline or steps toward your product and service, as far as what you're going to offer them or the results? I mean, that's always great. But however, the reason why this is a myth is because when you introduce a new product and service, you have to ensure that that market that you are delivering that information in wants that product. Okay. So how are you supposed to know if they want that product if you keep it a secret? You'll be surprised that many people that you listen to that have thousands of followers and things, when they get ready to introduce a product or service, this is one of the reasons why they do pop-ups. The pop-ups allow them to gather data, especially if they're going from an online something to a brick and mortar. By them doing pop-ups, it allows them to test the market to see how many dollars they make in that area. If they don't make as much money as perceived, then guess what? That product won't be in that area, won't be a brick and mortar. And sometimes it allows you, they do pop ups, for example, just do it for two reasons. Number one is to make some money. And number two is to introduce their product to the community. Thus, they are still testing their products. Okay. So number two, spend thousands of dollars to make thousands of dollars. That is not always necessarily so. Okay, because listen, if some people when they start business, they come in with $0. Okay, only spend what is necessary for your type of business. And I can't say that you won't spend thousands of dollars because listen, truth be told, if you open up a brick and mortar, you are not gonna open up a brick and mortar business for $100. Okay, that just don't exist. If somebody allows you to open up a brick and mortar business and they only charge you $100, I would question what is wrong with that building. Like you may not. I mean, because the lot itself is gonna cost more than $100. I'm just saying. You don't the reason why it's a myth is that you don't necessarily have to spend thousands of dollars to make thousands of dollars, but it's based on the type of business you're opening in. Like I said, whether it's a brick and mortar, whether you're online, whether you're just offering products, whether you're offering services, what type of services, what type of business, what type of things that are really what are the nuts and bolts of your business, you know? Number 3, don't use a free email. Like, okay, so why this is a myth is the perception around a free email. Generally when you see a free email, um especially when you're using it in a long-term range, it's perceived that you're a new business. Okay, so one of the reasons why they say don't use a free email is you want to be have the perception that you have been in business a while. And generally, when businesses are successful and they've been in business a while, they get a email address that is connected to their website. Now, I'm going to tell you just a secret about the email address, free email address. I personally have two. And the reason why I have uh excuse me, I have one free email address and one I actually pay every month for is because one email address I simply use just for information only, per information purposes only. It is not necessarily monetary. It allows people to connect with me on social media. It allows me to reach people on um through their personal email addresses. And basically, it allows me to give them announcements. It allows me to do a lot of things, right? That can't that I may or may not actually be able to do with my email address that's connected to my business. The one that's connected to my email address, that email address I generally use for my business, for my paid clients. That allows them to have more access to me than, those that aren't ready for the services that I offer. And so by using the paid and free, I'm able to separate the two. So the next myth is don't use don't use free software. And the reason why they tell you not to use free software is if you use free software, let's say MailChimp, at the bottom of the email, it'll say MailChimp. Okay. So that goes with the email address. You want to be perceived like you've been in business a long time, even if you just started. So this is why that's a myth. Okay, I mean, why that myth keeps continuing, it's perception. I mean, can you make money use software? Of course you can. Stick with the way you're doing business and people will eventually find you. The reason why they say that is a lot of times, sometimes it's not the way you're doing business, it's the fact that you're new and you have to develop that know, like, and trust factor. And that's the reason why they say that. But it's a myth because you don't necessarily have to stick with exactly the way you're doing business, and people won't just find you. Okay, how this information that I gave you save you time and money. This is the 5 things that I gave you information about. And the reason why it saves you money is because you're not spending a whole bunch of, I mean, this class right here, um, saved you time and money because I gave you some great information that keeps you from spending, hundreds and thousands of dollars and wasting hundreds and thousands of hours or minutes trying to figure out something that's really did not take me very long to really explain to you. And to me, time is money. And I'm not even going to talk about that clocking for dollars or dollars for clocks or something, something how that saying goes. But what time is money, okay? To me, because there's a cost associated with time. Once it's out there, you cannot get the time back. So I'm saving you time. And if I say I can save you some time, that means you can be working on enjoying your life and you can be working on your business. So what to do next? Because you know what? I am much in the business. I always say that I'm spilling all the tea because I love to teach, number one. I love to help new businesses. I love to help people win. So anyway, I added this section just to make sure that you are ready for what I'm going to tell you. If you're at the breaking point, your wits end, you don't know what to do, you want more in life, you don't know exactly what that is, whether you already created the business or you have the ideal. Okay, you want to stay on to the next slide, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. If you're tired of guessing what to do next, oh my goodness. Do you know how many people have a business, have a great idea, but they don't, oops, I'm sorry. They don't know what to do next. If you don't know how to reposition your business, if you need help in getting tasks done, listen, I not only provide coaching. I also provide consulting, which means not only do I help you have a clear plan, a clear outlook on your business or your goals, I also help you do the work, right? Because a lot of times you see many people who just want to tell you, okay, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Oh, you should act about that. Have you thought about this? Well, maybe you should do this and blah, 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 blah. And you're back, you feel like you're overwhelmed because you're back to square one because you're doing everything and you need help. So, and some of you may be listening to me and you just need somebody to hold you accountable for the task, which means somebody to check on you to say, hey, have you did this? Have you did this? You said you want this. Or if you just need clarity, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. I just need you to tell me. Okay? If you are just scared and don't know what to do, and all you know is you need help, this is what you need to do. You need to schedule a discovery call. Okay? In this discovery call, we'll discover what is the real issue, what products and service I have that will help you. Note that some of them aren't listed on my website. And the reason why they're not listed on my website is I don't want to overwhelm you with a whole bunch of information and you don't have the results that you really want. So I want to be able to, take a hands-on approach to directing you to the right products or services that helps fit your needs. So if I can't help you, maybe there's a possibility that I can refer you to someone that can. How many people will offer that service? That right there, those two, the first one right here and this one right here, how many people gonna offer that? Okay, these two things or these three things are should be enough reasons for you to call, because you are one of those people on the previous slide, and this right here cost you nothing but a few moments of time so we can get you all the way together. Okay, find peace in the call. That's what you're going to find. You're going to find some type of peace, some type of resolve in that call. So if you would like to schedule a discovery call, here's that email address. Remember, I told you what I use my free email address for. This is absolutely free. This is connected to the free areas. Um, you contact me at this and say, hey, I need this. I need help with that. I need help. Can you help me? I'd like to schedule a discovery call with you, or just say whatever you can. Just, Jackie, I need your help. I got this business. I don't know what I'm doing. I need some help. And you know what? I will follow up with you and schedule you an appointment. This is for a free discovery call. So I hope that you all gain a lot of clarity. I gave you a lot of information, and I want to thank you for your time, and I look forward to helping you